Welcome to another episode of AI Talks with Chris and Nita. What a beautiful Friday morning.
It is, isn't it?
Perfect day to talk about computer graphics.
I agree. Always a good day for graphics.
All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into how those images we see in games and movies get to look so sharp and realistic.
Should be fun.
Yeah, but first, we got to talk about a problem.
Uh-oh, what's that?
You ever played an older video game?
Of course. I grew up on those.
And remember those jagged edges on
Oh,
objects?
the dreaded jaggies. Yeah, I remember. Couldn't escape them back then.
They kind of ruin the illusion, don't they?
Totally. No smooth lines, just these blocky messes.
Yeah, it's called aliasing.
Yeah.
And it's been a pain in graphics for years.
Right, because each pixel on your screen is like a tiny square.
Right.
And trying to make a smooth curve out of squares.
Impossible.
Pretty much. You get those stair-step jaggies.
Like trying to draw a circle with only square blocks.
Exactly. You can get close, but it'll never be truly smooth.
Okay, so we've established the problem.
Yeah.
The good news is there's a solution. It's called Deep Learning Supersampling, or DLSS.
DLSS. Now we're talking.
Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, it's making waves in the graphics world.
So tell me, what is it, and why is everyone so excited about it?
Well, think of it like this. DLSS uses AI to basically upscale a lower resolution image, making it look as if it was rendered at a much higher resolution.
So you're telling me it can take that old blocky game and make it look visually stunning?
Precisely. Like magic, almost.
So it's not just about making things look prettier, though.
No, it's about performance, too. Huge performance gains. Meaning you can play a game at a higher resolution and smoother frame rates even if you don't have the most powerful graphics card.
Oh, I see. So it makes those demanding high-fidelity games accessible to a wider audience.
Exactly. That's one of the most exciting things about DLSS.
Okay, so how does it work? You said upscaling. That sounds like just blowing up a small picture to make it bigger.
That's part of it, but the magic lies in how it adds detail. Think of it as a four-step process.
Okay.
First, we take that low-resolution image, jaggies and all.
Right.
Then, we upscale it to a higher resolution. This adds more pixels to the image.
But that doesn't magically create detail, right?
Right.
It just gives you more pixels to work with.
It's like zooming into a photo too much. You get a bigger image, but it's still blurry.
Okay, so how do you fix the blur?
Steps 3 and 4. DLSS analyzes the color data of the added pixels, looking for clues from the surrounding pixels.
I see.
Then, it downscales the image back to its original resolution. But now, each pixel has a new averaged color based on the samples from that higher resolution version.
Wow, so it's like giving each pixel a makeover based on its surroundings. The AI is filling in the gaps and smoothing out the edges.
Precisely. And it's much less demanding on your hardware than traditional supersampling methods.
That's really cool. It's like getting a visual upgrade without buying a new graphics card.
Exactly.
But this process, with all the analysis and upscaling and downscaling, sounds pretty intense.
Oh, it is. Even with AI, it's a complex process. Lots of different techniques for taking those color samples.
Like what?
Well, you've got your grid sampling, jittered sampling, Poisson disk sampling, even rotated grid sampling. Each method has its own way of grabbing information from those extra pixels.
And they all lead to a smoother, more realistic final image.
Exactly.
It's amazing how much is going on behind the scenes just to make our games look good.
Isn't it?
So where do we go from here? Is DLSS just going to keep making games prettier, or are there other applications?
Well, the potential is huge. I mean, imagine this level of detail in medical imaging.
Yeah, doctors could make more accurate diagnoses with sharper images.
Absolutely. Or in architecture. Designers could create incredibly realistic visualizations of their projects.
That's really exciting.
It is, and it shows how AI is changing more than just how things look. It's opening up new possibilities across different fields.
Absolutely. DLSS is a great example of that.
For sure.
Well, it's been fascinating learning about DLSS and the future of computer graphics.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.